Gar nichts.
Wir haben das nicht trainieren lassen in Matsche, aber wir haben es trainiert, ja.
Haben Sie schon die Schützenliste oder ergibt
ja,
sich das dann
da
spontan?
alles mal ein bisschen raus. Ich habe ja so ein großes Team mittlerweile, die brauchen ja auch ein bisschen Verantwortung. Und wenn es dann schief läuft, dann kann ich auch den Schuld woanders. Nein, Spaß zur Seite. Also, wir wissen schon, wer schießt und wenn es so kommt, kommt es so. Ich hoffe für beide Mannschaften, dass es über 90 Minuten entschieden wird.
Ja, würde auf jeden Fall für einen guten Spannungsbogen sprechen, wenn wir hier einen Elfmeterschießen im letzten Halbfinale im Kampf um die Krone in der A-Junioren-Bundesliga bekämen. Großes Thema war übrigens auch das Stadion, der Platz. Denn gestern gab es hier tumultartige Szenen. Energie Cottbus ist aufgestiegen in die 3. Bundesliga. 8000 Fans waren mitgereist und ich glaube, jeder einzelne von diesen 8000 war dann später auch hier auf dem Platz. Die Tore wurden abmontiert, die Netze wurden zerschnitten, die Elfmeterpunkte wurden mitgenommen. Aber man hat hier alles getan aus Berliner Sicht, um hier ein würdiges Halbfinale stattfinden lassen zu können. Und wenn ich mich mal eindrehe, also aus der Perspektive sieht es wirklich gut aus. Die Tore ein bisschen gewöhnungsbedürftig, das ist ein bisschen wie auf dem Bolzplatz, aber das soll uns nicht weiter stören. Wir freuen uns auf dieses letzte Halbfinale. Wir suchen den Gegner der TSG Hoffenheim. BVB oder Hertha BSC. Wer macht's? Die Antwort gibt's jetzt. Viel Spaß mit den ersten 45 Minuten.
Keine Ahnung.
So, noch ein herzliches Willkommen heute hier im Friedrich-Ludwig-Jahn-Park. Hier geht es um den Einzug ins Endspiel der A-Junioren. Der BVB, der Trainer Mike Thulberg, hat folgende 11 zu Beginn nominiert. Robin Lesewski im Tor mit der 22, William Rashidi mit der 2, Rauf Karam mit der 3, Filippo Mané, der Kapitän, mit der 4, Leonardo Garcia mit der 6, Raphael Lubach mit der 8, Joshua Brunner mit der 9, William Campbell mit der 10, Kjell Retschen mit der 13, Nando Kepstul mit der 14, Vincenzo Bonofritti mit der 18. Als Reservetorhüter mit der 1, Marlon Zacharias.
So hello and a very warm welcome as always to everyone joining us here at the Friedrich Ludwig Jahn Sportpark in Berlin for the second leg of the U19 Bundesliga second semi-final between Hertha BSC and Borussia Dortmund. The tie deadlocked at 2 apiece at the aggregate score after the first leg, and what a finish we had to that first leg as well. Looked like it was going to end 1 apiece before an 88th minute, well, potential winner by Belomo for Hertha. Then in injury time, substitute Hermann coming in to the game to tap home from close range and salvage a draw for Borussia Dortmund, setting us up for an absolute cracker of a second leg here in Berlin. Both teams playing for a place in this year's final. Borussia Dortmund looking for their 10th Under-19 German Championship title, while for Hertha, a win today and a win in the final would secure just their second at Under-19 level. The stage is set for a nail-biting encounter here, and the winner will face TSG Hoffenheim to battle it out for this year's title. Hoffenheim making quick work of their opponents Mönchengladbach. A 10-2 win on aggregates, 6-2 in the first leg, 4-0 in the second. So pretty straightforward stuff for them. Something tells me it won't be quite as straightforward for the winner here today. Should things still be deadlocked come at the end of 90 minutes, there won't be any extra time. It will go straight to a penalty shootout, unlike in the final, which is just a one-game affair that could have 2 periods of 15 minutes of extra time and then penalties, but it's straight to a shootout here if nothing separates the two sides again here today. So BVB and Hertha also playing for home advantage in the final. The winner here today will play at home against Hoffenheim. Although Hoffenheim showed that playing away from home doesn't seem to trouble them too much. Very convincing results. A team in fine form and a real contender for the winner of today's match here. Great weather for a semi-final second leg. Couldn't really ask for more, and plenty of fans in attendance as well. The majority of them Berlin supporters, of course. Really was such an evenly matched first leg. Really one of those that could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go to a penalty shootout, to be quite honest with you. The Under-19 German Bundesliga Championship does go to a Final Four sort of playoff knockout tournament system at the end of the regular season. Under-19 level, teams split into 3 separate regions. You have the North-Northeast region, which is where Hertha finished top of the table, 3 points ahead of Wolfsburg. Then you have the West region, which is where Borussia Dortmund And fellow semi-finalists Borussia Mönchengladbach finished in first and second respectively. And then you have Hoffenheim, who finished top of the south-southwest region. Thus making the final 4 teams and play a 2-legged semi-final and a 1-legged final. BVB playing from right to left here in this first 45. One player to keep an eye on for Borussia Dortmund, number 10, Campbell. More often than not, finds himself out on the left wing. Has put together an incredible season. Scored in the first leg as well, opening up the scoring for BVB. Eight assists, or 8 goals and 10 assists for Cole Campbell. The American with Icelandic roots. And of course, Dortmund's captain. Another player who really has raised a few eyebrows this season. Kjell Vetjen. Absolutely sensational talent. Breaking into Dortmund's first team as well. Getting a taste of Bundesliga and Champions League action this season. Well put out of play there. Dortmund want the throw, will not get it though. Already very physical encounter here. Dortmund seem to have the more energetic start in these opening 2-3 minutes. Just to take you through the lineups once more. BVB starting with Lisewski in goal, a back 3 of Kaba, Posadas and Mane. Yes. Number 9 Brunner tries to hammer one into the roof of the net there. Quite an acute angle to work with, plenty of pace and power behind the effort, just couldn't keep it down though. Not too far away from finding that top shelf. Going back to the lineup, the back 3 of Kaba, Posadas and Mane, Vetjen and Lubach, the 2 holding midfielders, with Campbell, Krevsoon and Onofrieti, the 3 attacking midfielders, Brunner leading the line. But there's a very versatile front 3 or 4 that BVB have at their disposal. We'll see Campbell swap with Brunner. Brunner might find himself out in a wide position. Campbell will then take his place more central, leading the line. So really do like to mix things up front and try and make life difficult for the opposing defences. Speaking of the opponents, they start with Goller in goal, Lum, Clemens, Hoffmann and Strassner from right to left, making up their back 4 with Dardai and Michelbrink, the 2 holding midfielders for them. Maza, and the creative midfielder going forward, the number 30. Supporting Ndi on the right flank, Pereira Mendes on the left, and Roka, with 14 goals in all competitions this season, leads the line for the home side from Berlin. Hertha on their way forward with their first real promising attack here. Here's Maza. Lovely close control. And does well to win the corner, much to the delight of the home fans. He was back and forth in the first leg. It's a similar start to proceedings here. It's Sunday late morning, or Monday late morning, excuse me. Vetja hoofing the ball forward and away from danger. Lum with a hopeful ball over the top there. Unable to pick out a teammate though. Too much mustard on that one. Lubach with a bit of a wasteful ball there. Find himself under a little bit of pressure, but could have easily kept the ball on the ground. Ball nearly pinballing its way through to Rilke. Decent spell this for Hertha BSC after a strong start from BVB. Here they come again now. This is Brunner, the number 9. Can't find a way through, but there's Karevsun there in supports. Lubach then goes down, wanting a free kick. Whistle does not go though. The battle for possession continues. BVB throw. There's Brunner, lovely touch. You can see what kind of a threat the Dortmund number 9 brings to the table and how aware of it Hertha are. Every time the ball comes his way, very quickly double marked. He's been in fine form this season, Paris Brunner. 20 goals in all competitions for the BVB number 9. 10 ahead of his captain in second place in the scoring charts, Kjell Vetjen. Who really does look like an absolute gem for Borussia Dortmund going forward. It is professional and Bundesliga debut not too long ago. Put together a stellar performance, didn't look out of place whatsoever. Player with a very, very bright future at Borussia Dortmund. And again, they do have such a rich history of developing young players and bringing them through into the first team at the right time and in the right way. Probably one of the best in the business and in the world when it comes to developing young talent. And finding it as well. So no surprise that BVB are looking for their 10th Under-19 title. Chance this year to take that tally into double figures. Good breakaway here for Hertha. And Lubach will be the first player to go into the book. Bringing down Maza. Just started his engine, cut back inside. Lubach knew exactly what he was doing there, taking one for the team. I've spoken a lot about the Dortmund youngsters, but Maza He's definitely one to keep an eye on in terms of what Hertha BSC bring to the table. Ibrahim Maza, of course, a regular for Hertha BSC's first team as well. Germany's second division. Does have a goal and 2 assists in 13 appearances this season for them. Brought back into the Under-19 fold to try and secure the Under-19 German title for Hertha as well. Especially in recent years, the Berlin outfit themselves becoming quite the place for developing young talent. Found themselves in the Final Four in the last 3 editions. It's their 4th. Not a bad effort there. Plenty of venom behind the shots. The deflection taking all of that venom out of it, but nearly helping it past the goalkeeper anyway. Ibrahim Maza seems to be pulling the strings going forward at the moment for the home side, excuse me. Corner here for Hertha. Dardai standing over the ball. Danger not dealt with yet. Dortmund struggling to get the ball clear. Hertha will have another corner. Pereira Mendes trying his luck on the half volley. But again, the deflection takes it out of play. And at the moment, you'd have to say, Berlin, the team with the momentum, looking a little more dangerous in the final third. Good delivery in towards the near post. And Ibrahim Maza getting on the end of it. He is looking very lively. That's 2 opportunities the youngster has had now. Does really well to get in front of his defender. Just can't keep the header down though. The press doing its job for Hertha there. Pressure on Posadas. Forced the ball out of play there, even if he was trying to switch it out onto the right side. There's one thing Hertha did really well in the first leg as well. Sort of defend from the front. Trying to make BVB work as hard as possible when it comes to playing out from the back. be a Dortmund throw. Brunner, probably BVB's most active and dangerous player so far. He spent the majority of his time out on the left wing rather than down through the middle. Haven't seen too much from Cole Campbell so far. Lovely ball over the top, back into the middle, chance here for Hertha, but they can't take it. And the frontman Rölke felt he was just nudged in the back there. Don't think there was enough in it for me, to be quite honest. Minimal contact really from Kaba. Some would say clever defending. Hertha just starting to tighten the screw, slowly but surely now. Dortmund struggling to really find a foothold in this game, which will be disappointing for them, having started well. Opening 3-4 minutes by BVB. Are ready to really take it to Hertha. Credit to Berlin. Were able to steady the ship very quickly, and now look more like the team in control. Still at 0-0, anyone's game. Here come Hertha again. Dardai to Lum. And D looking for the 1-2. Doesn't quite come off. Chance to counter here for BVB, but sadly Campbell just losing his footing at the wrong time there. Ball picked off really well there by Kaba, but one touch too many. So he'll run into trouble in the end. Well defended by Krevsum. Reading the situation very well. Another corner for Hertha, another corner for Dortmund to defend. Trying to work the ball around the edge of the penalty area there into a shooting position, able to do so, but the final and end product not quite what the doctor ordered. Still, overall, their play has been, shall we say, little more exciting than that of BVB, a little more promising and a little more effective. Clemens, cool as a cucumber at the back there, number 41. Didn't have a lot of time and space to work with, but remained extremely calm. Gives the ball away there, though. And now Dortmund. Free hits at the Hertha defense. Can't take advantage of it, though. Maza. Absolutely bossing things when on the ball. So far, the standout performer here in this semi-final second leg. You can see why Hertha so desperate to get him back into the under-19 team for these all-important games. Jelani Ndi expecting the whistle to go there. Didn't get the decision he was hoping for, though. Hopeful ball over the top, straight into the hands of Lisewski. 24 minutes gone. That's a better side so far in this first half. BVB with little glimpses and moments that have been promising. Really established themselves in these first 45 up until this point. The best yet to come, you feel, from Dortmund. Ball already out of play. It's probably a good thing for Hertha that it was, as Holland was about to latch onto that loose ball. It would have been in a very promising forward position there. It's a good ball out wide to Klebsum. Just in that little period of passing there from BVB, can see the difference. They just don't quite have the same rhythm to their game that Hertha have at the moment. Of course, as we all know, there is only one stat that counts at the end of it all, and that is the final score. And at 0-0 and 2-2 on aggregate, Borussia Dortmund are well and truly still in this, even if Hertha have been the better side so far. It's a great ball over the top. Lovely first touch from Paris Brunner as well. Perhaps a little too eager to get the shot off as he snatches at it a little. And then again, with the goal-scoring form he's been in this season, you can understand why he felt confident enough to take the shot on. Here come Dortmund again. Here is Brunner again. Brunner! Forces a really good save by Goller in between the sticks for Berlin. Danger not quite over yet though. BVB will try and go again, but can't hold on to the ball. And then give away the free kick. It's going to be a yellow card for Kaba. And it's Ibrahim Maza on the receiving end of a challenge. So good at holding on to the ball. Arguably the best chances of the game. Paris Brunner does everything right, really. Doesn't go too far wide. Takes the shot on with his left, tries to cut it back across the keeper, looking for the far corner, kept it low as well. Goller, equally impressive in that situation. Doesn't go to ground too early. Makes a solid save. I'm sure Brunner will feel he could have perhaps gotten a bit more pace and power behind the shot. But all in all, good move by Dortmund. Chances like that, even if they don't end up bearing any real fruit in the end, could be exactly what Dortmund need just to kickstart their confidence a little. Proof that they can break through the Hertha defence and cause them problems. It could lead to more goal-scoring opportunities going forward. Also, acts as a little dent in the confidence of the Hertha back four. Gives them something to think about, perhaps. Oh, lovely touch and turn. Vetchen tries to drop the hammer from just outside the penalty area. It's a courageous block in the end. William Rashidi with the throw. Lovely ball. Extended out wide to Brunner. No foul, says the referee. Brunner tries to cut it back onto his right foot. Clearance only as far as Vetjen. Gets his pocket picked a little too easily there. Very unlike him. A little more end-to-end now as we cross the half-hour mark. Dortmund looking a little more confident going forward now. enjoying lengthier spells on the ball. Brunner. Again, can't find a way through. Very well defended. Hoffmann timing his challenge beautifully. Lum out wide to Ndi. Looking for the 1-2 with Dardai. Doesn't quite come off though. Kabat as well under pressure. Garcia Posadas taking a real chance there. Will it be a costly one? Yes, it will. And Hertha have the lead. And it's thanks to a lapse in concentration at the back for BVB. Garcia Posadas getting at all sorts of wrong. And the one man you don't want left with the ball, with just the keeper to beat, is that man Rölke. Gets his finish absolutely spot on. Drives it hard and low into the far corner. And you have to say, it's a bit of a presence for Hertha, but one they will happily take. Rölke on the score sheets in the first leg. And his name's on it again here in the second. It's a real shame as far as Dortmund are concerned, having just sort of gotten themselves back into the game and almost level on par in terms of performance with Hertha. A real punch in the guts to concede in the manner that they have. Looking for an instant reply here though. Great play, and very nearly it is in. I thought it was the outside side netting, but it is the equaliser. And it's come from their captain, Vetjen. Great move from BVB. Little 1-2 between Vetjen and Campbell. And then Vetjen. A slight deflection on the shot as well, I think, to help it past the keeper. He couldn't react in time. The goal stuck in the mud there. And all of a sudden, it's 1-1 again. Well, Posadas in particular will be absolutely delighted. His side's reaction to going down. Yeah, back to square one again. 3-3 now the score on aggregates. As already mentioned, no extra time. If nothing separates the two sides come the end of the 90. It'll be straight to a penalty shootout. Seems harsh for whoever will be on the losing side. And that is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Others would argue, get the job done inside 90 and you don't have to worry about a penalty shootout. As always, Mike Tulberg animated on the sidelines, the BVB Under-19 manager. Rarely see him happy with a decision, no matter what way it goes. Good header down there by Roker, but no one there to pick up the pieces. Campbell brought down just inside the Berlin half. BVB trying to take the free kick quickly. Perhaps a little too eager there. Indeed. Does well to win the throw there. And now the decision goes against Berlin. Six and a half minutes still to go in this first period of play. That is a soft call against Paris Brunner. Reaction would suggest he agrees. Didn't look like there was too much in that.
So, come on.
Well, both sides with options on the bench here today as well. For Dortmund, the likes of Hermann or Diallo. Definite game changers to bring on. Should they be required. Great tackle there in the end by Amane. Had to time it well and did. Hertha with options like Traore or Beloma to bring on as well. Is the luxury that teams like Hertha and BVB have at under-19 level. Depth in squad and real quality there as well. which is why they find themselves at top of the table come the end of the season. More often than not, anyway. Brunner cuts it back for Vetjen. Just bobbled up in front of the Dortmund captain as it came his way. A difficult one to take. Tried to control it rather than going for power there. The inside of the right boot. Leaning back slightly though and a little off balance. Unable to keep the effort down. Still another good opportunity for Dortmund. Oh, here come Hertha back the other way. Janini and D. Little dink inside. Rolke tries to take it on the volley. And it's kept alive by Maza. Feels Berlin should have a corner there. Decision is a goal kick in the end though. Looks like the flag may have gone up for offside against Rolke. Vetjen fizzes one into the feet of Brunner. Difficult one to take. Sort of skids underneath the boot in a way. Only BVB number 9. Well, credit to Dortmund. After conceding, to reply instantly in the way that they did. And can see it has rattled Hertha a little. Not quite as crisp with some of their passing. So easy to just let heads and shoulders drop when conceding, especially when conceding in that manner as well. But like a true captain, Kjell Vetjen, leading by example, gets his team back on level terms straight away. That's why he's wearing the captain's armband. And that is why he is considered one of the best at this under-19 level at the club. .45 minutes are done and dusted here. Heading into stoppage time now. Fail to see exactly how much has been added on. Can't imagine it's too much. Dortmund are awarded a free kick just inside their own half. Not allowed to take it quickly though. And there is the half-time whistle. So one apiece here at the break. 3-3 on aggregates. Oliver Rolke putting Hertha a lead in the 34th. Just a minute later, Vetjen leveling things up. Everything still to play for in the second half. Make sure you join us for it in just a few.
Can't stop.
Ein knallharter Schlagabtausch hier im Jahn-Sportpark in Berlin. Das alles vor prominenten Augen. Kevin Prinz Boateng ist da, Paul Dardai ist da und vom BVB ist auch der neue Sportsgeschäftsführer Lars Ricken da. Und man sieht ein tolles Fußballspiel. Es gleicht sehr dem Hinspiel. Es steht 1:1, nach dem Hinspiel stand es 2:2. Also irgendwie läuft alles ein bisschen auf Elfmeterschießen raus, wenn Sie mich fragen. Schauen wir mal auf die Szenen, auf die Tore. Es ging los in der 34. Minute, die Führung für die Hertha. Posadas hält den Ball zu lange vorm eigenen 16er. Und dann ist es Röcke, der schnell schaltet und cool bleibt vorm Torwart, vor Lisewski, auch der zurückgekehrte Kapitän. Filippo Mané kann mit seiner Grätsche den Einschlag nicht mehr verhindern. So ist die Hertha in Führung gegangen, aber die Führung, die hielt nicht lange. 91 Sekunden später kam der BVB zum Ausgleichstreffer, fast direkt nach Wiederanstoß. Auch da schauen wir drauf. Es war Kjell-Wettjen, der Mann, der schon Bundesliga-Erfahrung gesammelt hat beim BVB. Kurzer Doppelpass mit Ono Fietti und der spitze Winkel ist ihm völlig egal. Am Donnerstag war er noch Kapitän, jetzt ist Mané zurück. Scheint ihm nicht zu schaden, dass er die Binde los ist. 1:1 der Halbzeitstand. Wir sehen ein tolles Fußballspiel und wir schalten mal in die Kommentatorenbox Richtung München zu Timo und zu Matze. Ihr habt die ersten 45 Minuten für uns begleitet. Irgendwie wundert es mich nicht, dass wir hier ein Unentschieden haben. Geht in Ordnung aus meiner Sicht. Aus eurer auch? Vielen Dank, ihr beiden. Vorm Spiel haben ja beide Trainer gesagt, nee, Elfmeterschießen, damit haben wir uns nicht beschäftigt. Ich glaube, spätestens jetzt werden sie ihre Jungs vielleicht schon hier und da mal ein bisschen drauf einstellen, dass es so kommen könnte. Natürlich wird man auch ganz genau in Hoffenheim, in Sinsheim drauf schauen, was hier passiert. Die TSG seit gestern, das ist klar, der erste Finalist in dieser A-Junioren-Bundesliga-Meisterschaft. 10 Tore in 2 Spielen, 4 sind es gestern geworden gegen Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Mit viel Schwung und lockerlässig steht die TSG aus Hoffenheim im Finale um die deutsche A-Junioren-Meisterschaft. Im Rückspiel ging es auch richtig gut los gegen die weiß gekleideten Gladbacher. Bereits nach 3 Minuten Paul Henrich mit dem 1:0. Das Hinspiel gewann die TSG mit 6:2 und auch im Rückspiel ließen sie keine Fragen offen. Zweiter Durchgang, die TSG wiedermals mit einem Signature-Move. Der schnelle Start nach Wiederanpfiff, 2:0. Paul Henrich, Doppelpack. Die Messe gelesen, der Kraichgau feiert. Von Gladbach kam bis dato einfach nicht genug in der Folge. Zwingend das 3:0. Der starke Behrens auf Blessing Makanda, drittes Tor in dieser Endrunde für den Offensivspieler. Und dann der Schlusspunkt. Calvin Fries, 2,2 Meter mit Unterstützung von Florian Dimmer zum 4:0. Somit zieht Hoffenheim ins Finale ein. Wir sind richtig gut und wir wollen die Besten werden, sagte Tobias Nubbemeyer nach dem Spiel.
Und für alle BVB-Fans haben wir jetzt was. Wenn sie im August noch ein bisschen Zeit haben, wenn die Urlaubspläne noch nicht zu 100% abgeschlossen sind, dann könnten sie bei uns was gewinnen, was ihnen Freude bereiten könnte.
Du liebst Fußball und bist Sky-Kunde? Dann haben wir etwas ganz Besonderes für dich.
Komm
Komm mit uns ins Trainingslager.
Sei den BVB-Stars so nah wie noch nie.
Mehr Infos auf sky.de/extra.
Bewirb dich jetzt und mit etwas Glück gewinnst du dieses absolut einmalige Erlebnis.
Die BVB-Stars hautnah erleben. Alle Infos zu diesem Gewinnspiel auf sky.de/extra, wenn Sie die Jungs in der Saisonvorbereitung mal treffen wollen. Und hautnah geht es jetzt auch hier weiter im Jahn-Sportpark. Die zweiten 45 Minuten mit der Frage: Elfmeterschießen oder nicht? Schafft es noch ein Team hier, den Siegtreffer zu machen? Die Antwort gibt es jetzt. Die zweiten 45 mit Timo und mit Matze. Viel Spaß!
Back for the second half of this second leg semi-final between BVB and Hertha BSC. It looks like Dortmund will be making one change at the break here. It will be number 5, Korzinets, coming on. Out and out right back. Possibly replacing Rashidi in that position. At least that's what it looks like anyway. Same 11 out for Hertha for the second 45. Hertha now playing from right to left in this second half. 1-1 the score, 3-3 on aggregate. 45 minutes left for either side to try and come up with the win and book their place in this year's final. Otherwise, it will go straight to penalties. Some confirmation there. Rashidi, the player replaced by Korzinets. So straight swap in that right back position. Does make you wonder whether or not Rashidi perhaps picked up a knock in that first half. Wasn't too much wrong with his performance. Of course, Korzinets did start in the right back position in the first half, and it's off the post. Second time round, it's in the back of the net on the rebound, and it's Kjell, the captain, who picks up his second of the game. Paris Brunner with a beautiful run. Great through ball to pick him out as well. Rounds the keeper. He's denied by the woodwork. But no denying Kjell, his and Dortmund's second, and what a start to the second half for BVB. First real move forward for either side, as this encounter continues to produce surprise after surprise. Really has been a fantastic battle between these two sides, not just here today, but in the first leg as well. One thing you can guarantee is there's probably a few more surprises still to come. Well, we saw Dortmund with an instant reply in the first half of play. Can Hertha come up with a similar answer at the start of this second? Looks like Paris Brunner's picked up a slight knock in that goal. Looks like he's going to be okay and able to continue for now anyway. I think he might have injured himself in the celebrations rather than the attempt at goal. Seems to be moving all right though. Ibrahim Maza. Really good first 45 from the Hertha midfielder. Here's Ndi. Good battle between him and Kaba on that far side. Still in possession, Ndi. Eventually does lose it. And here come BVB. Paris Brunner with a great turn. Little flick on. Flag stays down for now. It's here. BVB to score another, and they do, and the flag has stayed down. And it's Cole Campbell with a little bit of good fortune. It looked like his touch inside the box might have resulted in him losing the ball. This one here sort of scuffs it past the defender and then buries it in the back of the net convincingly. And it's 2 in as many minutes for Dortmund, who now lead 3-1. 5-3 on aggregate. And what a start to this second half for a BVB. Hertha shell-shocked. Questions will be asked about the defending there. No real challenge put in on Cole Campbell. A close call in terms of offside as well. Looked like he was just on the line there. Disastrous start in the second period of play for the home team. Chalani and D. Back to Lum. And Ibrahim Maza felt He was pulled to ground there, right on the edge of the penalty area. The Hertha fans here in the stadium not too happy with the lack of decision there. There's Ndee again. Came in at Marza. Just a little too much pace and just over his shoulder. And in his shadow was Rölke, who was ready to take that cross on. Probably better position to do so as well. I don't think Marza could really get out of the way, to be fair to him. Krevsum is down here for BVB and looks like he's in a world of pain as well. He who goes in with the challenge, but might have just been caught by some studs unintentionally on the shin area. Does give Mike Tolberg a chance to get a few more instructions across to his players, in particular his captain, Kjellvetjen. Oliver Rice watching on. Probably a little disbelief at how the opening minutes have gone in the second half. I think it's a thumbs up from the medical team over to the BVB bench, which would suggest that the player will be able to continue. He's eager to come back on, and does. So Dortmund back to full strength again. Strasner. Nearly a nice little move there. Oh, Hertha, but breaks down just as quickly. All out of play, surely. That'll be a Hertha throw deep inside the Dortmund half. It's Oliver Rice tries to rally the troops here. Get his team back into this as quickly as possible. Here is Lum. A bit of space on this left side. Rölke with the header on. It's not a bad effort by Ndee, but just can't keep the left-footed shot down. Didn't have a lot of time and space to get it off, and did well to nearly test the keeper. Just a little too much height on it. Slight push by Campbell. And that's Strasner there. Actually on Hoffmann, excuse me. The central defender. Takes the free kick quickly. There is Michel Brink. We'll leave it to Hoffmann. Marza. Instrumental in the first half for Hertha. Not quite the same start to this second though. Vetjen tries to get the cross in. Slight deflection off Strasner. Takes all the pace off it. Advantage played. Hertha now forced to take a few more risks than they might have hoped, you think? They have to commit players forward, which will leave space at the back, and with the likes of Paris Brunner and Cole Campbell up front for BVB. Could be very dangerous. Another decision that goes against Hertha. As the fans express their frustration with the referee. Probably was the right decision in the end. There's Brunner. Tries to feed it through the inside. Lovely little dink inside, drop of the shoulder. Second one nearly helps Amaza find a way past the second defender. Just stumbles at the final hurdle though. Chance here to peg one back, and they do. Hertha back in it. And Ndi has probably been their best player in this disappointing second half so far. Comes up with the goods. Great little through ball from Michelbrink to pick him out. And it's a fine finish from the winger. Just lets it run across his body onto his favoured right foot and side foots it into the roof of the net. And it is game on again. As this incredible semi-final continues to go back and forth. Well, we said there might be a few more surprises. It's certainly looking that way now. It's never going to be straightforward for either team. Those matchups where whoever goes through will thoroughly deserve it. Whoever doesn't go through, you will feel so sorry for, because both teams are giving absolutely everything to secure a place in the final. Where will this story take us next? Your guess is as good as mine. The goal has come at a great time for Hertha as well. They've given themselves a good half hour to get themselves back on level terms now as well. All of a sudden Dortmund will feel the pressure as well. He does play the ball, but comes through Rilke in order to do so. It's the right decision against Mane there. It's a free kick in a promising position now. BSC. Dardai and Maza standing over the ball. Probably will be Ibrahim Maza who takes this one on. Does suit the right-footed effort a little better. So Maza gets it up and over the wall, but it's up and over the goal frame as well. Never really dipped back down for him. BVB will be making a change. It's going to be Hermann coming on. Onofrieti, a player being sacrificed here. Charles Hermann, 18-year-old German with Ghanaian roots. Strongest position is out on the left wing, but it remains to be seen if it's a straight swap in that sort of number 10 role, which is sort of where Vincenzo Onofrieti found himself throughout the game. Nearly pinballs its way through to Paris Brunner there. So it's a Dortmund free kick here. Does seem a little harsh. Same as it was Brunner who was backing up into Hoffmann. Did briefly have a hold of Brunner's left arm there, perhaps that helping the referee in making his decision. Both players giving each other as good as they got, if you ask me. Still, Dortmund with a chance to float one into the box. Defended well by Hertha. Not once, but twice. Able to head the ball clear. Nothing wrong with the challenge, says the referee. It looked initially like Vetjen was completely wiped out there. Playing the ball off Korzinets, a new man at right back for Dortmund in this second half. Lovely turn by Marza, but the end product not quite where it needed to be. All over the top for Brunner to chase, but just drifting into an offside position. To be fair, Gola in goal, quick off his line as well. Probably would have been able to deal with it had Brunner timed his run a little better. Brunner as well stays on his feet. Strasner equally impressive there. It's a cross into the middle to help his back line out. Stays on his feet as well. Times his challenge to perfection. Marza, a little bit of space to work with. Chance here, and it's going to be 3-3. Rölke with a beautifully timed run. Marza picks him out with a peach of a pass. And Hertha's number 9 gets us back to all square yet again in this roller coaster of a ride between these two teams. Hertha now in the driving seat and looking more dangerous as the twists and turns continue. What a semi-final. And the good news is we've still got over 20 minutes of it to go at least. Well, the character shown by both sets of players here at different times in the game. Something to sit back and take note of. So, where do we go from here? Five now the score on aggregates. 2-2 in the first leg, 3-3 as it stands here in the second. Heading towards a penalty shootout at the moment. Mendes with the foul on Cole Campbell. Lubach standing over the ball. As Goller gets his wall where he needs it to be. It's actually Campbell. He fizzes it in. Left-footed in swinger. Too close to the keeper. Cramp starting to set in now. And the player Sane Signalling to the bench that he needs to come off. Never a good sign when the player himself is doing the signalling. Looks like there's nothing left in the tank. For the BVB central defender. Will now have to be replaced. He's the first to run out of steam, but with the way this game has gone, I feel he won't be the last. So on to replace him, number 16, Meiser. Looks like it might not just be cramp for Mane, but it's just a little tightening of the hamstring as well, so not worth risking. And Strasner. Waza getting stuck in, little nutmeg. A Hertha corner. Lobach doing just about enough to prevent any sort of a delivery into the box, but there will be one coming now from this corner, unless Hertha decide to take it short. Pereira Mendes is there as well. The short pass option will be a cross instead. And again, it's Maza. For the first time, getting on the end of that cross. Again, it's at the near post. Similar situation in the first half. Similar outcome. Meiser does well with Roca just over his shoulder. Coleman, great control. Tries to bring Herrmann into play. Isn't too far away from a beautiful through ball. Quarter of an hour still to go here. Can either of these two sides find a winning goal? And if they do, who's to say it'll be the winning goal? With the way things have gone. And Michelbrink just hacking away at the heels of the Dortmund captain Vetjen there. One of those fouls you don't mind giving away. As Vetjen was powering forward there with real intent and had teammates following left and right. Lubach with the ball in. Convincing catch in the end by Gola. Exactly what you want from your goalkeeper in that sort of a situation. And picked off far too easily. Dortmund with a chance to counter quickly. It's a great run. Helped on. And again, Gola quick off his line. His reading of play and just general awareness has been really good throughout. Even if he has conceded 3, there's been very little he could have done about those 3 goals. Switch of play. And a lovely first touch by Pereira Mendes. Able to get the cross in. And it's bobbled over the line. Or has it? It looked for a moment like it had. Based on the reaction from Roke, it would seem that Dortmund's shot stopper Lisewski able to get both hands on the ball before it does cross the line. Well, well, well. Dortmund very fortunate there not to concede. Would have gone down as somewhat of a blunder. One they are able to avoid. If only just. Credit to Clemens there for staying on his feet. Well, 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 that is a very soft call if you ask me. For the first time, really, Gola making a mistake. It's both players shoulder to shoulder there, or hip to hip if you like. Decision goes the way of the goalkeeper, but if you ask me, he's a little lucky to get away with that one. Paris Brunner is still completely perplexed by the call. Rightfully so. Oh, good fortune shining down on both goalkeepers in the last couple minutes. Jalani Ndi feeling lucky after his goal already in the second half. Not quite the same outcome that time. Oliver Reis nervously watching on. Less than 10 minutes still to go.
Fettes Dankeschön für Hertha BSC. Heute sind hier 4.000
Just under 5,000 fans in attendance. Fantastic turnout for this second leg. With stoppage time, probably around about 10 minutes still to go here. Will we have a late winner? 2 late goals in the first leg. One in the 88th, the other in stoppage time. Hoffmann. Smart play by Marza Strassner. Bulldozing his way forward. Brought down by Lubach. It's Hertha desperate for the advantage to be played there though, because Pereira Mendes was in on goal. Difficult one for the referee, to be fair. It was a rash challenge. And it's a challenge which sees a BVB down to 10 men now. Lubach with a second yellow. So Dortmund, the player down for these final few minutes still to go. Hertha looking to make some changes, get some fresh legs on. Looks like the referees are going to allow those changes to be made. So Sherwood coming on. Belomo waiting to come on. Dardai with the free kick. Goes for goal himself. It's enough to secure a corner. Not a bad hit. Slight deflection on it as well to give Lisewski a little something to think about. Hertha will look to pile on the pressure now with the extra player. A little over 5 minutes and some change still to go. Dortmund ready to bring on a player themselves. Benkada waiting to come on for them. Try and just add another body at the back. So, interestingly, Korzinets, who was a half-time substitute himself, is the player who's coming off. Benkada does give Dortmund a little bit more height and aerial presence, slotting into that line of defence straight away. Attempt to try and defend this dead ball situation. Dardai is going to come off for Hertha, which Means Belomo can now come on. Has been waiting to do so for a few minutes now. Looks like Talib is going to join him out there. I think it's Rölke who's come off for Hertha. Number 9. Long ball forward. Taken beautifully by Pereira Mendes. Just wouldn't fall quickly enough for him to get the shot off though. Hertha with another corner. And it is Hertha looking for a winner. Dortmund trying to keep things at all square. Probably a little more eager for things to go to a penalty shootout now than the home side. I sense an opportunity here though. There's been drama throughout this tie and semi-final. There's been late drama in the first leg. Kjellvetjen doing ever so well there. Dortmund now venturing forward. Everyone catching their breath. Probably including everyone at home as well. It's been that sort of a game. Fantastic for the neutrals. Nail-biting for both sets of supporters. Dortmund now with a free kick in a promising position. Given away by Talib. Paris Brunner has worked tirelessly up front for Dortmund today. With 90 minutes almost up. Dortmund now with a chance of snatching this right at the death. A well-placed delivery could get the job done here. It wouldn't leave Hertha too much time to reply. Well, you wouldn't put it past them, would you? Comes the cross. A confident catch again by Gola in goal. Into stoppage time now. 5 minutes added on. Pereira Mendes centers the ball. It's a slip. Can you believe it? Belomo losing his footing at the worst possible moment. And what an opportunity that was for Hertha. Great work by Pereira Mendes. Maza. Decent attempt on the volley. A wasteful ball through the middle there. Misevsky will take his time in picking the ball up. Clemens. Brought down by Maza. Mendes back to Maza again, and will let it run out for a corner. Hertha will build from the back again. Minute and a half of stoppage time still to go. Maza drifts into the box. Not a bad effort at all from the Hertha playmaker. Almost in between a shot and a cross. One thing it definitely was dangerous. Less than 30 seconds still to go. And it looks like we are heading to penalties. Now, you always hate to see a team go out of any sort of competition on penalties, but a coin flip, as they call it, perhaps the fairest way to settle things between these two, because they have matched each other goal for goal, performance for performance, effort for effort, from start to finish. Maybe that is the fairest way to decide things between them. Not over yet, though. Brunner. Nothing wrong with the challenge from Clemens. And that will be the last taste of action out on the pitch. In terms of open play, 3-3 the final score. 5-5 the aggregate score. With nothing to separate Dortmund and Hertha in this semi-final. We will head to a penalty shootout to see which one of these two teams will take on Hoffenheim in this year's big grand final. So feel free to grab a drink, maybe even a snack, but don't take too long. You will not want to miss this shootout. If it's anything like the two legs have been, well, we could be in store for something spectacular. Managers will probably have had their takers in mind heading into the final 10 minutes of the game. BVB especially forced to try and play 4 penalties in the closing stages, having gone down to 10 men, with Lubach picking up a second yellow. This is also where the goalkeepers can become heroes. Both had their moments in the game. Will they be remembered for all the right reasons in the penalty shootout? Moments away from getting underway. Place in the final against Hoffenheim. Up for grabs, that final on Sunday the 2nd of June. Do make sure you join us for it. A game you will not want to miss, regardless of who goes through here. Hoffenheim in unstoppable form at the moment and this season, but any of these two teams will give them their toughest test to date, that is for sure. So it will be a coin flip to see who goes first. It will be a coin flip to see who goes through to the final, because that is what a penalty shootout is these days. Looks like Hertha will be first to head to the spots. That's what it looked like anyway. Well, a big 10 or 15 minutes now for those two young gentlemen. Goller and Lisewski. Plenty of respect between the two, which is always nice to see. So, indeed, against Lisewski to kick things off, and Lisewski makes the save. Guesses the right corner, and Dortmund off to a dream start. And hold your horses, still plenty of penalties to come. And in a semi-final that's been full of surprises, twists, turns, and everything in between, something tells me this is far from over just yet. Krevsson to take Dortmund's first, up against Goller in goal. Bottom left corner. And Dortmund with an early advantage now. It's going to be Sherwood. A late second half substitute for Hertha. fresh in the legs? Is he fresh in the head and able to give them something to work with? Gets things back on track for Berlin. Well taken penalty. Sends Lisewski the wrong way. Gives him the eyes. And finds the bottom right corner. Garcia Posadas. Was at fault for one of Hertha's goals. The opening goal of the game, to be precise. Can he make amends from the spot here? Yes is the answer. A smartly taken pen as well. Just slows things down before making contact. Sends Gola in the opposite direction. Beautifully placed as well. So that will be Berlin's right back, Boris Lum. Just 16 years old. Another really well taken penalty. A drop of the shoulder to send Lisewski into the wrong corner. Side foots it into the right one. Next up for BVB, their captain, Kjellvetje. 2 goals today in open play. Can he lead by example again from the penalty spot? Has Gola to beat. And it is a goal which will put Dortmund one step closer to a place in the final. Kjellvetje scores! What a convincing penalty that was. Into the top left corner. Tell you what, it takes real character to come up with a finish like that. Absolutely no stopping that one for Gola. Dortmund lead at 3-2. From one leader to another. Ibrahim Maza for Hertha to keep them in this. And it's saved, or is it? Just sneaks it in. Thought for a second Lisewski had done enough to keep it out. The referee blocking the view there. But it does find the back of the net. If only just. Lisewski going the right way for the second time. This time can't keep it out though. Harris Brunner, Dortmund number 9. A long run up for the Dortmund striker. Slots it home convincingly. I think he wasn't too happy with Gola coming off his line a little early there. Doesn't matter if you bury it like that. So Hertha must score this, otherwise it is all over for them. And Dortmund will go through. And it's their big man at the back in central defence, Clemens, has been handed the task. Well taken. Very confident from him. Nothing he or his outfield teammates can do for Hertha from here on out though. Only Gola in goal can keep Hertha in this semi-final. Cole Campbell with a chance to send Dortmund through. And Campbell in off the post sends Dortmund through to the final. And it's their number 10 who has given them the chance of securing title number 10 at the start of next month when they take on Hoffenheim. What a semi-final between these two teams. You really do feel for Hertha, who put their heart and soul into both legs, as did BVB. A penalty shootout, the only thing left to separate two teams who have been outstanding in this year's Under-19 A-Junior Bundesliga. You feel for Hertha, heartbreak for them. Delight for Dortmund, who again will play for a Under-19 title. And this is the penalty that sends them through. Beautifully taken by Cole Campbell. Borussia Dortmund win on penalties as Hertha go home and Dortmund take on Hoffenheim in the battle for this year's Under-19 Championship. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you do for that final on the 2nd of June. Until then, and as always, stay safe and take care.
Vielen Dank auch an unsere Jungs, noch einmal an den Trainer Oliver Reis, dem gesamten Team, aber natürlich auch der Mannschaft für eine tolle Saison und für zwei tolle Spiele im Finale gegen den BVB. Wir haben uns nicht mehr Punkte für sich selber, aber nächstes Jahr ist es wieder uns tolle Mitteilung und ich bin ganz sicher, das wird wieder klappen mit den Jungs.
Die Dortmunder feiern und bei der Hertha sind die Minen ernst niedergeschlagen. Pascal Clemens ist zu uns gekommen. Danke erstmal dafür, dass du dich so kurz nach dieser bitteren Niederlage stellst. Es gibt, glaube ich, keinen bittereren Weg, als im Elfmeterschießen zu verlieren, so kurz vorm Finale zu scheitern. Wie bitter ist das, vor allem bei dem Druck, den ihr gegen Ende noch generieren konntet?
Ja, also ich würde sagen, es ist sehr, sehr bitter, wenn man sieht, was wir halt, geopfert haben, auch schon im Hinspiel, dass wir da Last Minute dann so das Tor kassieren, obwohl wir klar besser waren. In der zweiten Halbzeit auf jeden Fall. Und hier, wenn man das sieht, dass wir über Strecken, also über weite Strecken dominieren, es ist wirklich sehr, sehr bitter, dass wir jetzt natürlich rausfliegen. Und ja.
Was man euch aber zugute halten muss, was euch wahrscheinlich jetzt noch gerade schwerfällt zu akzeptieren. Ihr